All right, welcome back to the garage. We've done quite a bit of riding since the last time I was here. I think somewhere around 4,000 miles. So we're coming up on, I'm going to do a 6,000 mile, 7,000 mile review on the bike here pretty soon. But we're going to make one final change here to the wind protection and show you right now for the last while. So in Canada, we did, of the 6,000 miles I've done, a little over 2,000 miles was on the Canada trip in Banff. And what I did for wind protection is I ran this. This is the Klock Werks 12-inch Pro Flare. And it did a really good job. It did really great for wind protection. Super happy with how it performed in Canada. It's just looks-wise, just a little bit big. I'm not a huge fan of how it looked in the cockpit for me personally, but functionally was great, worked great. When I got back from Canada, what I decided to do was I wanted to try out, put more miles on the Harley 10-inch windshield, which is what's on the bike right now. That's what's been on the bike for the last 2,000 miles. So I rode to Milwaukee for homecoming, and then I rode back to Minneapolis, and then I rode to Sturgis, out in Sturgis for a week, and back with the 10-inch Harley windshield. Now, this is tinted by me. It does not come this way. It turned out okay. There's a few bits and pieces that it's starting to chip a little bit, but that's me. That's the tint that I did. I did not do the greatest job. This one, I think, looks better than the Klock Werks 12-inch because it's smaller. Wind protection is pretty good. It's a little bit more narrow, so there's a little more wind coming on here, but I've got the hand guards. So I think looks-wise, I like this one better than the Klock Werks 12-inch. Klock Werks 12-inch, obviously, because it's taller and wider, had better wind protection. So, you know, those are the things you got to factor in when you're figuring out which windshield to do. For me personally, I know some people have complained that the lip here, there is some distortion here. I'm tall enough where I look over the top of it, so that doesn't bother me at all on this windshield. Plus how I've tinted it, you can't see through it at all, so that takes care of that issue as well, which again, probably not totally legal. There's a reason that, you know, this comes from the factory, you know, very, very, very light smoke. It's basically clear because you can't black it out. I think it looks a lot better black. And if you suggest trying that if you want to do it, maybe slightly less tint than I have on it, because again, I can't see through it all, and there is a little bit of a safety issue with that. So, well, the solution, I think, to both of these problems between the Klock Werks 12-inch and the Harley 10-inch is what's in this box right here. This is the Klock Werks 10-inch flare. So let's get this out of the box and take a look at it. All right, of course, the easiest way to unbox these things is to do the blockhead magic opening sequence. I even got the little blockhead quick detailer there, which so my bike currently smells like a weekend in the Bahamas. We get the 12-inch Klock Werks, 10-inch Harley windshield that's on the bike, and then now the 10-inch Klock Werks windshield, which we're going to open in 3, 2, 1. Boom, there you go. Look at this. Super nice. Actually, we'll do, got the hardware here, which is great. Compare it to the 12-inch. So you can see there, obviously a little bit shorter, a little bit more streamlined on the sides here, versus the 12-inch. So I'm super excited for that. Yeah, so here you go. I'm gonna put this on the bike. I've been seeing a lot of people ordering. There's a bunch of kind of knockoffs from Amazon, Samsung, whatever those are. I'm sticking with Klock Werks. Either Klock Werks or Harley. Klock Werks and Harley have been doing this for a long time. I've run Klock Werks on all my stuff. I don't see why a knockoff brand from overseas is going to do it any better. Maybe it's cheaper, sure, but I'd rather give my money to Klock Werks, company that's from Mitchell, South Dakota, or Harley. You know, I'd much rather do that. And I know, like I said, I've run Klock Werks on a bunch of my bikes. I know it's good stuff. I know they do the work. So let's look here. Just a little comparison. Might be kind of hard to see because I tinted the Harley windshield so black. If you look, the very top of it, I need an assistant. My assistant is in on her iPad and refused to come out and participate, so I'm docking her pay. So it should be interesting. A little bit, I think the very top is about the same height. There's a little bit of a dip here on the sides, you can see. There you go, there's a little bit better. And obviously a little bit wider, but the nice part, the really nice part, you'll see when we put it on here, I'm gonna put it on here shortly. What makes this, why I wanted this over the 12-inch, from a style perspective, A, it's a little shorter, and B, it fits much closer to the fairing than the 12-inch did. So let's get this sucker on here and see how it looks. All right, before I put the Klock Werks 10-inch on, I want to show you what I was talking about. This is the 12-inch. I just have it kind of staged on there, so it's not bolted in. It's not exactly in the right spot, but it's close enough. And you just see here, there's just a big gap, which from a wind protection standpoint didn't matter. That didn't harm anything, but just more of an aesthetic thing. And again, it's just my opinion. I didn't like that big gap. What you'll see on the 10-inch is that they've actually tightened that gap quite a bit, which just makes it look a lot nicer, I think, in my opinion. So that's what the 12-inch looks like. Just like that. That's the Klock Werks 12. Again, from a wind protection standpoint, did a really good job. And it looks pretty good from the front 3/4 even to the side. But it was really kind of this cockpit view where you just kind of, like these wingtips here out on the side, really just get I don't know, I just wasn't a huge fan of that. So that's why I switched back to the Harley 10-inch for a little while, because I wanted to see how that worked in comparison. And I liked kind of the streamlined style a little bit. Again, the hypothesis is that the Klock Werks 10-inch is going to be the best of both worlds. So let's get this bad boy on there. All right, again, why take the 15 minutes to swap out this thing by hand? I'm not gonna blockhead it here real quick. Just do a quick switch. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Boom. There we go. Look at that. Much sleeker, much better look overall. Look at this. You can see here this gap is much tighter. That looks nice. I think this is the one. This looks good. You know, really the test is going to be to ride it. So I'm going to do that next. We'll take it for a quick spin and see what it looks like on the road. But just looking at it here on the bike, you know, look at that side view. You know, in comparison to the 12-inch, just much sleeker, much nicer. And then again, like what I said was kind of bugging me. Look at that. Ignore the messy garage. It's a disaster. But just a much lower profile, and less of the winging There's much less winging like was on the 12-inch because it's tighter along the seams. All right, so that's that. Klock Werks, 10-inch on there. Super happy with how it looks. I think it's the cleanest windshield that I've seen. I don't know, like I said, I've seen a bunch of people throwing on like Amazon. I don't understand why you spend $30,000 on a bike and then put cheap Amazon parts on it. Plus, I just like supporting, you know, Klock Werks as a Midwestern dude. Klock Werks is not that far away, like supporting a semi-local Midwestern American company. And like I said, you know, kind of goes with all the parts, you know, Thrashing, Saddleman. I really like LaPera seats. I've had a Kraus set up on my old bike. Everything on that. I got the Harley parts, the Screaming Eagle parts on here. I have the Harley windshield. You know, the Harley saddlebag guards. You know, I'm just gonna stick with the folks that I know put a lot of time and effort into designing the parts, and not order cheap stuff off of Amazon. I want the bike to stay clean. I want everything to fit right, and this windshield looks really, really good. Let's look at it one more time. Just look at that. Just clean. Just clean. All right. That's that. Setup is done. Now it's time to go ride it and see what it feels like. See where the pocket sits. I think it's going to be pretty good. This is meant to be my like everyday rider. This is the windshield I keep on here for most things. I could see maybe if I did like 5,000, 10,000 mile like legitimate cross country trip, maybe throwing the 12-inch back on just for like major wind protection. But this is the idea, is to run this bad boy. And I don't know if it's product that's coming or not. I thought I heard on one of the Two Lane Guys videos, Brian said potentially like this can be swapped out. We'll be able to be swapped out for some lights or something, potentially, so you can have some signals up there, which would be cool. I hope that's the case. But yeah, looks good. Let's go give it a ride and check it out. All right, first test of the new 10-inch Klock Werks windshield. First thing, like I said before, it looks great. It looks really nice. You know, going slow, there's a little bit of wind. The wind is kind of hitting me, I don't know, middle of the helmet, which is not a bad thing. If the air is clean, it's not a bad thing. And for purposes, so I'm on a Saddleman seat, which is back an inch, slightly higher than stock, and I'm 6'1". I do wish my seat was lower, but this feels good so far. Like I said, the wind is kind of up here. Definitely you can kind of feel the pocket of the wind, where it's at. So we'll test it when we get onto the highway again. You know, just cruising along here, back road speeds. Feels good, and it looks so good. Vibrating a little bit, but I think I'll just have to double check that I've got it on there and snugly. So far, it feels good. The air that I'm getting at the top of my helmet is clean. Might have to adjust this a little bit, play with this and see where the wind is coming. And alright, we'll get on the highway here and get that tested. around 55, 55 to 75. Again, being 6'1", I certainly am feeling the wind is kind of hitting me right in the forehead. But like I said, it's not turbulent air, it's consistent, so it's not bad. It's actually really smooth with a full face helmet on. It's not a problem. Again, if I was just sitting slightly lower, I'm probably just slightly too tall for this windshield. But it looks so much better than the 12-inch, I don't care. It's clean air. I'm gonna keep it. So like I was saying, you know what? At the highway speeds, the wind is coming up. It's hitting me about in the forehead, but it's not turbulent. It's clean air. I like the lower profile look. All right, test run complete on the new windshield, and I have to say I really like it. Much lower profile. The wind that I am feeling on my helmet, which is just really at the top here, it's hitting me kind of right at the top, is smooth, no turbulence, so it doesn't, I'm not bouncing my head around at all, and it just looks really good. The cockpit view is so clean. So this is my everyday windshield for moving forward. The Klock Werks 10-inch windshield. Awesome. So till the next one, Canada's coming very soon. Here we go. All right, back from the ride. That works really well. I dig it. The pocket is awesome. The wind flow around the helmet is really good. Super happy with this windshield. Really happy that I went down to this one to switch to the 10-inch Klock Werks. Like I said, I've said it a bunch of times. I think it's the best looking, and it functions really well. And I'm super excited to put on some more miles on this bike with the new windshield. And it's going to look sweet while it's parked and from that cockpit view. So till the next one, and then I have to wash this bike. Maybe I'll get one of my assistants to do it. They need to get off their iPads, actually do some work. All right, let's go. Till the next one. See ya.